Hello students, this is video number 10 part 5. So let us repeat the topic velocity ratio of single movable pulley. Velocity ratio of single movable pulley. Once again I am just explaining this topic to you. Velocity ratio of single movable pulley. Student, just see to it. This is an arrangement for the single movable pulley. This is a movable pulley and the load is suspended at the end of this frame, and the string is passed over it like this. Now the velocity ratio as far as concerned of single movable pulley. So in this case, when the free end means this one, when the free end is pulled up by the effort to a distance d, it means that if we will pull it by a distance d in the upward direction, this load will raised up through a distance d by 2. The reason is that the segment of the string, segment means this one, this and this is called the segment of the string on both the sides, means this side also and this side also, moves up the distance d by 2 from this side, d by 2 downward direction and d by 2 upward direction. So the effort that is equal to, since we know that velocity ratio that is equal to displacement of effort and displacement of load. So the displacement of effort is d and the load move half of the distance moved by the efforts, means that is d by 2. So this is equal to d into 2 upon d. D and d get cancelled. The velocity ratio becomes 2. Or let the distance moved by this segment downward direction, let that is d. I am taking another case. Let this distance moved by this segment of the string downward direction, that is d. So this much distance will move by the string in the upward direction, d only, when the efforts are applied in the upward direction. So in this case, effort is equal to d plus d, that is equal to 2d. So this distance moved by the load, that will be equal to d only. So velocity ratio, this is displacement of effort, this is displacement of load. So this is equal to 2d upon d. D and d get cancelled. This is equal to 2. It means the load moves half of the distance moved by the efforts. In this case, just see to it. This is a load and the distance moved by the effort is d. So the distance moved by the load is half of d. So even in this case, if the distance moved vertically downward direction, that is d. So in this case also, the distance moved by the effort, that is equal to 2d. So the distance moved by the load, that is half of the distance moved by the effort. So what is the half of 2d? That is d only. So the velocity ratio is equal to 2d upon d. D and d get cancelled. So velocity ratio of a single movable pulley is 2 only. Now let us move to the next topic, that is a combination of pulleys. The next topic is combination of pulleys. Now this is a diagram. This is a diagram of this system of combination. Just see to it, this pulley is fixed and rest of the pulleys 1, 2 and 3, these are the movable pulleys. So this is an arrangement of one fixed pulley and 3 movable pulleys. Just see that this movable pulley A, one end of the string is connected to the hook. This is pulley B, its one end is, once again, this is movable pulley A, one end of it is connected with the hook, the other end that is connected with the frame of the pulley B. Now pulley B, one end of the pulley B is connected with the hook, the other end is connected with the frame of the pulley C. Now in pulley C, one end is connected with the hook, the other end is connected with the fixed pulley. It means that how many string we have used? 1. This is 1. It is 2 string, and then this is 3 strings we are using. Point is clear? There are 3 movable pulley A, B, C. These are 3 movable pulley and D is the fixed pulley. So it is an arrangement of 4 pulleys in which one is fixed, the other 3 are movable pulley. Now just see it. The load L that is connected with the pulley A. Now this load is balanced by 2 segments, the T1 and T1. Point is clear? So I'm just going to write in pulley A, load is balanced by 2 tension T1, T1. Once again you can see it, this is the load and this load is balanced by 2 segments of the string T1 and T1. Now for B1, T1 is the load. For pulley B1, for pulley B, the load is T1. So we can find, just see to it, L is equal to 2T1. So from here we can find tension T1, that is equal to L by 2. Let this is 1. Point is clear? Now move to pulley B. Pulley B, just see to it. For pulley B, T1 is the load and T1 is balanced by 2 segments of the string, that is T2 and T2. Just see to it, T1 that is balanced by T2 plus T2, and from equation 1 T1 is equal to L by 2. So this is 2T2. Clear? So 2T2 is equal to L by 2. So T is equal to L by 2 into 2, or you can write it L by 2 raised to power 2. Clear? So T is equal to L upon 2 squares. Now move to pulley number C. In pulley C, just T2 is the load and T2 is balanced by T3 and T3. So again you can write in pulley C, T2 is the load and it is balanced by two tension, that is T3 plus T3. Now let T2 that is equal to, and let this is equation number 2. So T2 from equation 2, T2 is equal to L by 2 square. So this is equal to 2 T3. So T3 is equal to L by 2 raised to power 2 into 2, and this is equal to L raised to power L upon 2 raised to power 3. So T3 is equal to this. So we can say that the load from this equation, T3 is equal to L by 2 3. So what is the load here? We can find the load. Load that will be equal to 2 raised to power 3 into T3. This is the load only. Now just here efforts are applied on the fixed pulley, and effort has to overcome the force of tension, that is T3. Once again, on the fixed pulley the efforts are applied vertically downward direction, and effort has to overcome the force of tension which is there in the string, that is T3. So this is question 3rd. We know that effort that is equal to T3 and effort is equal to, from equation 3rd, T3 that is equal to L upon 2 raised to power 3. Now from here we can find the mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage that is equal to load upon effort. Now what is load? That is 2 raised to power 3, 2 raised to power 3 into T3, and then effort is equal to T3. Effort is equal to T3. So T3 and T3 get cancelled. The answer is 2 raised to power 3. 2 raised to power 3 means 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. It means that in nutshell, if there are n number of movable pulleys, here we have taken 3 and now we are taking it in n, and if the number of pulleys are n with one fixed pulley, the mechanical advantage that is equal to 2 raised to power n. What is n here? N here, it is number of movable pulleys. So whenever this arrangement is there, the mechanical advantage of this arrangement, that is depends upon the number of movable pulleys. and if the number of movable pulley is 4, so it is 2 raised to power 4, because n is the number of movable pulleys. So like this we can find the mechanical advantage of a combination of pulley, that is using one fixed pulley, another movable pulley. Now move to the next, the velocity ratio. Velocity ratio, that is equal to displacement of effort divided by displacement of load. Now just now we have discussed, means if the distance moved by this string T1, that is D, the half distance will be moved by the load, that will be xy 2. This we have discussed now. So in this case, if the load L, this is attached to the pulley A. If the distance moves by it is x, means the distance moved by the load is x, let x. The string connected to the axle of pulley B, this one, how much distance it will travel? Double the distance of the load. Clear? So the distance moved by the this string connected to the axle B, the double distance it will move. If it will move double, so what? Double of T1, T2 will move double of T1. Like that, T3 will move double of T2. So in nutshell, we can say that velocity ratio जो है, that is equal to 2 raised to power 3 into x upon x. Means x and x get cancelled. This is equal to 2 raised to power 3. And if the number of pulleys are n, so in nutshell we can write 2 raised to power n, and here I am writing where n is a number of movable pulleys. So like this we can find the velocity ratio. So efficiency, that is equal to mechanical advantage upon velocity ratio. So this is equal to what? 2 raised to power n, 2 raised to power n. This get cancelled and it is equal to 1, or you can say it is 100%. And 100% is only a case of idle pulleys or idle system. This system is idle. In actual, the weight of the pulley and string. In actual, the weight of pulley, this pulley and these strings, pulleys and the strings, the friction between the bearing of the pulleys reduce the mechanical advantage. So the efficiency becomes less than 100%. Or in other words, you can say that in actual practice, the mechanical advantage of the machine cannot be 100%, because some of the energy that is lost due to force of friction between the parts of the string and the pulley. Sometimes the question can be asked to you like this: the mechanical advantage of a machine is 80%. What do you understand by this? It means that 20% of the energy is lost due to force of friction. That is the answer of this question. So now let us move to the next topic is block and tackle system. Next Topic is block and tackle system. Now in this system, two blocks are used. Just see the diagram. In this system, two blocks are used. One block is upper, this block is upper block, and this block is lower block. Just see that the upper block is connected or attached to a rigid support. In other words, you can say the upper block is fixed, and whereas the other block, lower block, having two pulleys, and these two pulleys are movable pulley, and this arrangement is called the block and tackle system. Here the number of pulleys are 5. In this diagram the number of pulleys are 5. 3 are fixed and 2 are movable pulley. In this case the 2 pulleys are fixed and the 2 pulleys are movable pulleys. Now the number of pulleys used in movable lower block is either equal to the upper block or less than the number of pulley in the fixed block. In other words, we can say that in the lower block the number of pulley cannot be more than the number of pulley in the upper block. Now straightway, just see to it, only one string is there. In this system only one string is taken. Just see, this is the hook of the lower block and the string is connected to the hook of lower block, and then it is passed from the first pulley like this. Only one string is there, and throughout the string the tension is same only. Since the string used is only one, so throughout the string which is passed over the arrangement, the string is, the tension is same only. Point is clear? So in this case, just see to it, in this case the string is connected to the lower block, but in this case the string is connected or attached to the upper block. Again only one string is used, and throughout the string the tension is same only. So first of all we shall solve the mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage. Now in this case load that is balanced by how many tensions are there. You can count the number of tension here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Just see to it. 1, 2, this is 3, 4 and 5. Mean this load is balanced by 5 segment of the string. So mechanical advantage, that is equal to load upon effort, and load that is balanced by 5T. So effort has to overcome the force of tension. In order to balance, or in case of equilibrium, effort has to balance or overcome the force of tension which is there in the string. So effort is equal to tension. This is in case of this arrangement of 5 pulleys. Now in case of 4 pulleys, again mechanical advantage, that is equal to load upon effort. Now load is balanced by how many tensions are there? 4 tensions are there. Just see to it. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 4 tensions are there. So 4T, and effort has to overcome tension only. So mechanical advantage, that is load upon effort, it is 5t upon t, t and t get cancelled, it is 5. So in this case, mechanical advantage, that is equal to 4t upon t, t and t get cancelled, it is 4. So in other words, we can say that the mechanical advantage of a block and tackle system, that depends upon the number of pulleys used in both of the blocks. So we can say that if the number of pulleys is n, and the effort is applied in the downward direction, then the tension in the n segment of string supports the load. So what is L? L is equal to N into T, and the effort is equal to T only. Clear? So what is, from here we can find T that is equal to L by N. So effort is equal to L by N. Once again students, load that is equal to N into T. What is N here? Number of pulleys, and T is the tension, because tension remains same throughout the string, because only one string we are using, so tension is same throughout the string, that is, so the load is equal to N into T. From here we can find T will be equal to L by N. So effort has to overcome the force of tension. So T is equal to L by N. So effort is equal to L by N. Now mechanical advantage. That is equal to load upon effort. So what is load? Load that is equal to NT, and E is equal to T. T and T get cancelled, and this is equal to N. So in other words, we can say that mechanical advantage of a block and tackle system, that depends on the number of pulleys in the arrangement. Now the next is velocity ratio. Velocity ratio, that is equal to displacement of effort divided by displacement of load. Now displacement of efforts, first of all, in this system of n pulleys, if the load moves up through a distance d, in both of the cases, if the load moves a distance d in the upward direction, so each segment of the string, each segment means this string supporting the load is moved by a length d. So the effort end means this moves through a distance ND. So this is equal, the distance moved by the effort, that will be equal to ND if the distance moved by the load is D. So D and D cancel, this is equal to N. So efficiency, that is equal to mechanical advantage upon velocity ratio, this is equal to N upon N, this is equal to 1 or 100% in a idle case. The efficiencies, once again students, I'm explaining to you that the efficiency is 100% only in the idle situation. But in actual practice, there is always some friction in the wearings of the pulleys and the weight of the string along with the weight of the lower block with pulley. It is not negligible. So mechanical advantage decreases and hence efficiency decreases. means first of all in the lower block the weight of these two movable pulley load and the weight of the string which is passed over the number of pulleys. We are ignoring this. That is why we are taking mechanical advantage 100%. Otherwise in actual practice we cannot ignore the weight of this lower block along with the mass of the string which is used in this. What will be the effect of weight of pulleys on the mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and efficiency? If we will not ignore the weight of the pulley, so what will be the effect? Let's see. Effect of weight of pulleys on mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and efficiency. First of all, let number of pulleys is n. Means in block and tackle system, let the number of pulleys n. So let weight of lower block, that is, take it W. Clear? Now in balanced position means in equilibrium means in balanced position. Effort, that is equal to tension. So load means this load plus the weight of this pulley. This load and weight of these lower block, that is equal to NT, means the number of tension which balance the load and the weight of the pulleys. Now from here L, that is equal to NT minus W, and from equation 1 let this is 1. From 1 L is equal to NE because T is equal to E. So in place of T I have taken E. This is equal to W. Now what is mechanical advantage? Mechanical advantage, that is equal to load upon effort. So load, that is equal to NE minus W upon E. E, that this is E. Clear? Now you can simplify it. NE upon E minus W upon E. Just simplify it. NE upon E minus W upon E. So E and E get cancelled. So this is equal to N minus W upon E. Clear? So thus the mechanical advantage less than the ideal value of N, because N minus. So we can say that if we are taking or considering the weight of the pulley, the mechanical advantage is less than the ideal value, that is N. Now the velocity ratio does not change. Velocity ratio that always remain same only. Mechanical advantage change just because of friction between the parts of the arrangement. Once again I am saying that mechanical advantage change, but velocity ratio does not change. The reason is that mechanical advantage get changed because of force of friction between the parts of the arrangement. But whereas the velocity ratio does not change, because displacement moved by the effort, that is always equal to displacement moved by the load. So that is why velocity ratio that is equal to n. So efficiency that is equal to mechanical advantage upon velocity ratio. So mechanical advantage that is equal to, this is your mechanical advantage, and mechanical advantage that is equal to n minus w upon e divided by n. Just see to it. Mechanical advantage n minus w upon e divided by n. Just simplify it, you will get 1 minus w upon n e. After simplifying it, the efficiency you will get 1 by w n e. So we can say that the efficiency reduced due to the weight of the lower block of the pulley. 1 minus means efficiency that is less than 1. Less than 1 means it is not 100%. So when we consider the weight of the lower block of the pulley, so the efficiency reduced. Or in other words, we can say that more the weight of the lower block, less is the efficiency. More the weight of the lower block, less is the efficiency. So we can say that for greater efficiency, the pulley in the lower block should be as light as possible. Means in the lower block, the number of pulleys should be equal or less than, just to increase the efficiency of the whole arrangement. Just to increase the efficiency of the whole arrangement. So with this, students, your chapter is finished. This chapter machine is finished. So numericals are there. I hope you people are solving the numericals. So you must go through this. The numericals are given at page number 68, and you must go through the exercise also. And in the Zoom app we will discuss your doubt. So that's all for today, students. Thank you very much.